Welcome to PCHtv. I'm Zach Perlutsky.
And I'm Emma Reckenberg.
In this episode, we have a lot to cover, from deep sea scuba diving to our very own improv team.
But that's not the only team we're covering. We found a lot of students who are participating in indoor soccer league.
We caught up with them to see just how fun the leagues can be.
One sport that you won't hear about on the announcements is indoor soccer. Little did you know that Parkway Central has 3 different teams. Benjamin Ellis Krause and I fill you in.
Our team hippopotamuses,
Ballbusters,
the Strikers,
Goon Squad.
This is my first year being a goon. Our games start from anywhere from 10 p.m. to 12 at night.
We get to work together with guys and girls, and it's just fun playing rather than just like the generic guy soccer team.
We always destroy all the teams, so of course it's fun.
The games, the fan support is iffy, so when the fans do come out though, it's awesome. They root you on, and when you score, they go crazy.
Tryouts are hell. We had to do a bunch of sprints and stuff, bunch of skill work. It took a lot to be a gear, and I'm proud to be one.
The experience is awesome. It's fun to just mess around with your friends and just kick people's butts playing soccer.
Congratulations to all 3 teams on a great year. While the Goons did beat the Hippos, we're all Colts competing. Ryan Fidel signing off saying, stay fresh.
You may not know this, but there's another indoor activity that Central students are participating in.
You don't need an ocean or a sea. Just go to the swimming pool for some deep sea scuba diving.
Jordan Nathanson brings you a student's perspective on the scuba experience.
Scuba diving is a sport that many don't attempt, which makes experienced scuba divers few and far between. However, here at Parkway Central, we have an experienced diver in Hayden Klepper.
I got into scuba diving about sophomore year. My dad had always thought it'd be a good experience, so he and I got certified together outside of school. I've scuba dived just in the pool up at, I can't remember where it was. We just went to a recreational center, and that's where I did most of my training. But I finished off my training in Cancun, and I've been diving in the Bahamas and Hawaii since then. I just enjoy the fact that you get to see so many vibrant colors and such a wide array of wildlife just everywhere. And the fact that it helps you get over my fear of really deep water. Well, once during my training in Cancun, we swam through this little tunnel underwater, and it was full of a school of fish. So what my instructor did was he snapped underwater or something, and all the fish shot out. And then there was a moray eel coming out of one of the caves or something because it hurt it too. So I think that was probably the coolest thing. I'd really like to go back to Cancun and dive because I haven't dove there in such a long time. And then just around the Caribbean in general would be really cool.
This is the dive sock. It's just like a normal sock, except it's stretchy. I don't know what it's made of, but it's stretchy and really slippery. So when you need to put your dive boots on, it just slides right in and out, and it's really easy because these can get kind of tight. And the only reason you'd ever need a dive boot is if you're using the scuba fins like these, which have the elastic holding your foot in there. And if you didn't have that, this is just it's just metal under the rubber of it. So yeah, see, look at that. That's pretty tight. Hurt your foot. So there's that. Snorkel. My scuba mask. I got my favorite piece. And I've got my dive watch with a nice big face and the big numbers. And they have to be so big because underwater it's hard to see little stuff.
As one can see from his experiences, scuba diving is a rewarding sport that many should try. From PCHtv, I'm Jordan Nathanson.
That sounds like a great class, but I really want to take Fantasy Football 101.
Let's see what other students suggest for new potential classes at school.
A gas-powered go-kart class.
Chinese class about debate or something about argumentation.
Hip-hop dance class.
Classic movie appreciation.
A music production class.
A history class that focused specifically on World War II.
Driving class.
A video game design course.
Dance team class.
A beatbox class.
A project one-way class.
Nap class.
Too bad we don't have that class.
What? Oh, sorry. I was too busy reminiscing about my championship team for the J League.
A lot of other students play basketball at the J. Grant Alley found out more about the competition.
Here's a look at how a group of sophomores combine friendship and playing basketball.
The name of our team is the Matzo Ballers. I think the main goal is just to be competitive and have fun while doing it.
Our goal is to have fun, play with our friends. We like to win games. We got our name from me and Andrew Kaiser working with each other to find a cool name, and we came up with the Matzo Ballers. With Central, whenever you got into the game, it was very stressful. It was nervous. You really didn't want to mess up.
I think in Central basketball, like it's intense and like they're playing to win, and we're just having fun and just kind of messing around and still trying to win at the same time.
We don't really have set plays or anything, and coaches don't really get mad. It's a lot more relaxed and fun.
Last year I played freshman basketball for Central. I was not one of the better players on the team, but on this team, I get a lot of minutes, I get play, I get have fun, and I get to score more points, which is always nice. At Central practices, we did a lot of shooting drills, passing drills, layup lines, and a lot more conditioning. We ran suicides. For Matzo Ballers, what we usually do is we shoot around for like 5 or 10 minutes, do some layup lines, and then we just scrimmage. In the J League, the best practice you can get is real live game. I can just have fun. I try to do some trick passes and stuff like that. I mean, it's always great to like have less pressure on you when you're playing.
Just playing with your friends, and the competition is fun.
Our team's fun because it's with a lot of friends of ours.
With PCHtv, I'm Grant.
That sure brings back some good memories.
In other news, the canned food drive is currently underway.
This offers a chance for students to help those in need.
With snow days on Thursday and Friday, many students were unable to find out about the canned food drive. Macy Morley clues us in.
Today's the beginning of our annual canned food drive, and this is what we use to show who's in the lead. We use ACLAB to collect the canned food drive, so it's a competition between each ACLAB. Throughout the weeks, people will make it up to hopefully around like 400, 500 marker.
We brought in a bunch of cans, for this food drive. It's a really cool thing, being able to help people who don't get a good meal every night.
I've done the canned food drive all 3 years in high school, and I think it's a really good idea for high school to donate cans to charities.
Brought in all kinds of different cans. Got meat for today, so that was the theme for today. So we
just brought in a bunch of meat.
Now that you know about the drive, it's your turn to bring in cans. Whether you bring in 1, 2, or 3 cans, you can make a difference. This has been Ryan Fidel signing off saying, stay fresh.
I'm hoping my class wins a pizza party. I'm looking at you, Beasley.
Well, speaking of ACLABs, you may have seen the flyspace show that performed on February 14th.
These talented kids perform stand-up comedy.
Flyspace is Parkway Central's improvisation team. Basically, we meet twice a week to play games, but it's in a competitive setting.
Do different sorts of games together, and it pretty much relies on our imaginations and our ability to work with each other to make a scene together.
Official title is the artistic director, which means that every week I have to, both of the practices of the week, I have to be there and I have to be ready to lead the entire team through the practice and get them ready to perform in front of people.
Practice the games we do at shows we're doing. Have team chemistry is probably the most important part.
We hang out twice a week, and really it is a serious setting in as much as that we need to get ready for performances. But it's also kind of silly because we're just playing games with each other.
Pretty much teach us how to interact with each other, to go about just everyday scenarios in life, and pretty much have a funny outlook, I guess.
It'll be something that I can take into my profession. I intend on majoring in theater, and improvisation is an essential part of theater. Improv, just in general, can teach you how to react well to situations, because you learn how to react in a very natural way whenever something happens, and to not panic when something goes wrong, because nothing can possibly go right in improv. You don't know what's going to happen.
It's impressive how well they can think on their feet.
Don't forget to check out their next show on March 14th.
Well, that's it for this episode of PCHtv. I'm Emma Reckenberg.
And I'm Zach Berlutsky. Look out for us, and you can be on the next episode of PCHtv.